Watch Out was released in 2016 and was directed by Chris Peckover. It stars the kids from The Visit, Olivia, DeJonge, and Ed Oxenbould, and also Levi Miller, and is about a girl named Ashley who is babysitting a 12-year-old boy named Luke when an uninvited intruder enters the house. So I've been really excited to watch this movie. I never saw it before, but I heard a lot of good things about it. And I finally watched it with a couple of friends, and I gotta say, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good movie. And honestly, it might be up there with one of my favorite Christmas horror movies. I mean, the acting is phenomenal. The effects are amazing. And there isn't many cons that I have with this movie, so I just want to get into it and talk about some pros that I had. So speaking on some pros, I've already said I really like the acting, which is an understatement because I really like the acting. Levi Miller as Luke, the 12-year-old boy, is absolutely phenomenal. His performance is so good. Olivia DeJonge as Ashley is amazing. She's such a strong female protagonist. And it's really funny because there are a lot of famous actors and actresses in this movie. Luke's parents, Mr. and Mrs. Lerner. Mr. Lerner is Joe from Family Guy. He was in The Emperor's New Groove. He's in a lot of famous movies, and Mrs. Lerner was Helen in The Candyman. I pieced it together today because I saw a picture of her and I was like, I know her from something. And during the movie yesterday, I was like, when I watched it yesterday, I was like, man, I know her from something. What do I know her from? And she's Helen in The Candyman, and that's how I knew her. But also, I don't know how to say his name. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering your name. I think it's Dr. Montgomery? Something like that. Is Billy from Stranger Things, and he's in the movie. It just felt such a fun cast of people that we know, and the acting is really good. There was never a moment where I was like, oh, that line delivery wasn't the best. Oh, that could have been better. The acting is phenomenal, and I can't speak enough about it. It's definitely the best part about this movie. In terms of other pros, I said the effects. Unfortunately, I can't say much about the effects because it gets into huge spoilers. But I will say that it involves something from Home Alone. So that's what I'll give you with that. But in terms of my last pro that I have with this movie, the second half becomes a completely different movie. And it's so much fun. Fun probably isn't the word for it, but I had so much fun watching it just because of the contrast between the first half into the second half. It kind of felt like a We Are Still Here in terms of how vastly different that first half to the second half is. I will say they're not the same movies, so like I'll give away there's no ghost in Better Watch Out. It's an intruder. The second half is phenomenal. I can't speak more on it. In terms of cons I have with the movie, I'd say the first 10 minutes are probably a con. It's really cringy, and it definitely was going for cringy, but it hits a level of cringe that's a little bit too much that I don't think it was going for. And I think it's because of writing that was like that. It wasn't the acting, because the acting is very good. I think it was more so in terms of writing that it was cringy. Some of the cringe is warranted, and it's after that first 10 minutes where cringe is very much so warranted for specific reasons, and they're great in those scenes. But the first 10 minutes is a little bit too cringy. And in terms of other cons, I'd say I kind of wanted a little bit more at the ending, and I think a good movie leaves you wanting more or satisfied. And I feel like with the ending, I was like, okay, I could accept that. But I did want a little bit more to the ending. Overall, I'm going to give this movie an 8.75 out of 10. And I 100% recommend it. It's on Amazon Prime. I think it's still on Tubi. It may be on Vudu. Watch and support this movie. It is probably one of the best horror Christmas movies that I have seen. So thank you everyone for watching this episode of Tinsel Tuesday. I'm hoping that you're enjoying all of this Christmas content that you're getting. Be on the lookout for Foreign Friday. The movie's going to be Veronica. I'm very excited to watch it. I haven't watched it yet, but I'll probably watch it probably tonight or tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that review, and leave a comment if there's some other movies you want me to review, because I like hearing your guys' suggestions, I like hearing your opinions. This movie was a lot of fun, so thank you for those who suggested it. But let's flash forward to the next review.